Hi guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be opening up this massive box of After the Empire. This is the deluxe edition, so it's quite a big box. Comes with plastic pieces and extra bits, and we've also got the solo mode box and the Captain of the Guard expansion. And then we have these mats, which look a bit different actually to what they look like on the Kickstarter campaign itself. But these are the individual player mats, and then we also have map as well, so I'm assuming this is going to replace the cardboard board, but I've not really fully looked into that yet. So really excited to give this one a go. It's got great reviews, looks like a great tower defense type game. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me know if you've played, what you think of it. Let's get this one open and see what it's like on the table. So as you can see, struggling to get this one in camera in a bit. It's a big box. Greyfox Games, this is the second print I think. Really excited to have this one finally in my possession. It's taken a while to deliver this one, a lot longer than it actually said, and I wasn't sure when it was going to arrive. Luckily it's just in time for Christmas, so we can give it a go and hopefully we'll enjoy it. So the box being a Kickstarter box, I don't know if this is exclusive or not, but it's kind of embossed in areas like this flame, and the title is embossed on the box, which is a nice touch, makes it stand out. Really looks classy. Look at the actual. There we go. Right, open. So as you can see, if I tilt it, you might be able to tell with the shine on the letters. They've been embossed on there, and the box is really nice. Obviously gives a good war picture, castle under siege, which is kind of what you've got and what you've got to play. Now I'm going to get the box open because it's really tight. It's quite heavy as well. Pick this up, there we go. So of course straight away we have a rules book, which gives us everything we're going to need hopefully inside. Credits on the back. Oh, camera. Skip the rule book and watch how to play video, which is nice. And then a list of everything inside, the gates, the walls, the cubes, bit of a backstory, some setup, and it's fairly big book but not massive. It's 18 pages long, glossary on the back. Normally I like to have them on the back of the rules myself, but hopefully these are player aids that will help us with not needing to know that stuff. And then as you can see straight away there's a bit of punch board, as there normally is with big games like this. But actually not loads, there's only one set of punch board here, and we have some game trays inside for storage and some player boards there, which look very similar to the boards we've got in the other stuff. So this is one quite thick layer of punch board, not loads of things, 1s, 2s and 3s are free. Some kind of telescope things, some shields, some fire, some other little things down here which I don't know what they are, some corn, some extra coin stuff here, and some kind of bloody sword symbol there. I don't really know what they're for, but on the back they've got fire symbols, so I assume that's to do with fire and death of some sort. And these coin tokens have got 100 on the back, so they guess be flipped to be 100 or 50. So yeah, good bit of punch board there that'll need sorting out. Comes with these game trays that were actually extras and didn't come with the Kickstarter, which I was a bit shocked with. So they have to be added on. These will hold all your bits and pieces. There's 2 of these, so hopefully that's enough for everyone's stuff. Don't know what else is in here, but I can already see a lot of cards and things and pieces. And yeah, these are quite thick card stock, the player boards, but I've also got them here in neoprene, so they don't look very different, apart from the fact that the neoprene's got, they have got holes in, and there's holes here as well. It must be to put the castle walls in and stuff. These are quite solid looking, and I actually like the way they're printed better than the neoprene, which is bizarre. It's actually clearer to see. Might not have heard that. It's actually clearer to see on the board what you have than it is on the neoprene. I'm going to open the neoprene at the same time just to show the difference. Obviously the print on the neoprene is quite fuzzy and a little bit tricky to read. It's much clearer and sharper on the actual card itself. So that picture in the middle there is very kind of light blue and fuzzy and not very good, but on the actual piece itself it's very well detailed. It's clear to see what things are. This detail in the corner and in the fine work is much nicer on the card than it is on the neoprene, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, that's what's going to happen with these type of products. So same with these other places. There's the white one. Also again, the picture on the neoprene is nowhere near as clear as the picture on the card, which you can't see brilliantly there, but the card pictures have got really fine detail on the boats here and things, and on the neoprene it just doesn't really show through. It looks terrible in some places. Bit too much there for that boat, particularly if you zoom in you can maybe see that boat on the right doesn't really look like it's got its masts properly. It's hard to tell how it's gone underwater, but on here it's really nice and easy to see. So obviously having neoprene mats is nice because they feel good and they help you putting cards down and things, but the pictures actually are not as clear as they are on the as you'd like them on the neoprene. Then there's the red one. And if I match it up with the red one for the neoprene is a lot lighter green and is nowhere near as moody as the cardboard. I much prefer the cardboard ones over these neoprene mats now, which is a bit of a shame. I thought it would be the other way around, but and then finally we got like the green Hall of Westfell, which is really nicely contrasting blue and greens, but here it's not anywhere near as nice again, which is a bit bizarre, but that's what happens I guess when you've got different prints for different things. That obviously the print on the card is a little bit darker, the print on the neoprene is not quite as bright. The neoprene is also one-sided, whereas these seem to be double-sided. So there's 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. This looks the same. That looks kind of the same as well. Maybe they're the same both sides, just it's double-sided on the cards but not on the neoprene. But yeah, they're the individual camps. So I'll move them out of the way a little bit. And we've also seen the neoprene ones as well, it saves me getting them out later. And this is the map, which has a nice After the Empire symbol, invaders, space, scouts, secret objectives. You've got your, oh my god, knock the camera. You've got quite a large map, which just keeps hitting the camera, which is annoying. And it's twisted the wrong way around. Ugh. So, as we can potentially see if I zoom out a bit, there's lots of different stuff on the map. Places for siege decks, places for building decks, places for tacks and things in the middle, and a quarry, and a wood mill, and a season track and mines, a refugee deck over here, player order 1, 2, 3, 4, some kind of season track with workers on and things, mercenary camp up there. So quite a lot going on this one thing. And then obviously the neoprene mat itself is very similar, but again the colours are a lot lighter. This is what the neoprene mat looks like, and if I just hold it over the main map in comparison, you can see the top ends there compared. It's a much lighter green on the neoprene, which is quite nice, but the detailing on all these soldiers and things is nowhere near as good on the neoprene as it is on the actual card. But again, they're the things you expect with these type of printing. Difference in printing, you can't print as clearly onto the neoprene obviously, but you know, it's still clear enough and easy to follow. So it's a nice map either way, they're both nice. I'm not sure if the neoprene was necessary. It seems like there's a lot clearer on the card anyway, and obligatory ton of baggies in there for making me try and look like a drug dealer, I guess. So hopefully these will be enough for everything in here. I have an absolute shed load of baggies anyway, spares from other games and things. And I don't know where to start. There's so many things here. There's Feed the Hungry cards here and purple little cards there. There's another small pack with one of those purple cards, but not a lot in them. There's only a few of those type of cards. So they must just go in there, I guess. We've got some Warning Fires cards, some yellow cards. I don't know what these are all for yet. These are yellow cards like a siege deck, and these are maybe going to be your regular cards, which all at the minute aren't fitting in brilliantly, but they will do and put them back there. And then there's tons of pieces and bits and bobs. We've got brown walls, which are most probably your wooden walls, sort of slotting in the circles. We've got an absolute shed load of those. We've got grey, more grey, stone walls. So these will be for your upgraded walls that maybe can't be bent down or something maybe. These little soldiers are quite nice, but very, very small. Smaller than I had expected them to be. And I'm assuming they're going to be quite fiddly on the battlefield. Obviously you've got some red ones as well. Quite nice again, very, very small. There's some meeple here, some grey meeples which are quite nice, and a brown one which is like a trebuchet. 4 workers and a trebuchet there. 4 grey and a brown trebuchet. There's some more different plastic soldiers here. Lots of these dark red ones. Some green ones, which are again small but nice. The little dagger of some sort. Some crowns and a sun symbol, I guess they're for the board to track things. This looks like stone or brick. We've got yellow little, I don't even know what they are. Ooh, kind of looks like, I don't even know, looks like beer mugs or something. I've got no idea what they're for. It's probably something really obvious, but I can't figure out what they are for right now. These also look a bit like stone, but they're a slightly lighter colour than these. So, no idea what these are for either, must have to collect them. Then we've got different player colours, maybe blue, purple, green and red. So, some workers, I guess. Brown, I'm assuming that's to do with the wood. So wood, stone and something else maybe. Wood, stone and maybe steel, I'm not sure. We've got some more tokens that are for tracking points, I guess. A lot of these brown turrets for the corner pieces, I guess. Some standy things, some stone turrets. I'm guessing you have to build them all separately then as you go. But I'm not sure, and I'm also not sure how I'm going to get all of these things back into here and close the lid. Tons and tons of bits and bobs and plastic, and I can see why this was not a cheap Kickstarter. There's a lot to it, loads of pieces. These are very small little kind of soldiers, look a bit bizarre, very, very small. And yeah, that's everything inside. I'm not going to fully open up the cards because there's a lot of them there and a lot of pieces, and I still want to get into the solo box, which I'm going to do now, and some of the other stuff. So this campaign box for the expansion Captain of the Guard feels extremely light. Doesn't feel like there's a lot in here. Here's the first, no, I think there's just one card. Yeah, one card with the Captain of the Guard on it. Captain Mini. It says Captain is a something kind of soldier, whatever it says on there, whatever that symbol stands for. With +1 archery and +1 melee. He does not need to be fed. Okay, there we go. And there's a small red Captain thing. That is a tiny miniature, and I'll be honest, it looks nothing like what it looked like on the Kickstarter. On the Kickstarter, it looked like it was going to be a full-size thing, but it's basically the same size as these little red fellas. and it's a very similar colour, so that's going to be really easy to confuse with these. If they were going to make it, I don't know why they've not made that another colour, because that red is going to be completely confused with this, and if you forget to pack it away and you try to find it later on, it's going to be a pain. But yeah, a bit disappointed with that expansion, to be honest. It's not a massive amount of stuff. One card and one tiny little plastic figure that doesn't look like a lot. And then we've been through the neoprene, but we have not had a look at the solo mode thing. So this is the solo mode box that was an extra $10. I figured I may not be able to get this to the table a lot with big numbers, but if I've got solo mode I can play it. So there's a nice sized deck, kind of maybe 30 cards, something like that, and some rules just on how to implement a two-player, like set up a solo mode. So you set it up like a two-player game and then do some other bits, and shows you how the actions work and then what happens. So that's pretty much everything that comes in here. So this will be Ivor the Worst. It's a good rip off from Ivan the Terrible, I guess, but I'm not going to get sued or copyrighted for something, I guess, or maybe they didn't want to use real people. So yeah, that's everything inside with all of the stuff, the neoprene, the mats. What do you think of this game? Have you tried it? Is it great? Are the components not too bad when you're used to them? I feel like some of the pieces look great, but these are a bit small for me. I'd like them to be a little bit bigger. But again, I'm guessing it's going to be quite fiddly. So looking forward to trying it, but also there's a lot of stuff here. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to leave a comment or any likes, I will get back to you on the comments. And if you'd like to help the channel, please subscribe. It really helps. Thanks for watching the video.